Ladies and gentlemen, this is Metagetics and welcome to Rediscovery of Dragon Ball, Volume 1, Chapter 3, titled Sea Monkeys. Over the course of our adventure, I will be paraphrasing as well as skimming over a few things for the sake of time and story focus. Do rest assured, I will cover any details that become important down the road. Dragon Ball's story and art come from the talented mind of Japan's own Akira Toriyama. With this being a Japanese manga, the panels will read from top right to bottom left. If this is your first time on the channel and you would like to join us from the beginning, please check the description below and I'll leave a link to Volume 1, Chapter 1. So picking back up where we left off in Chapter 2, Goku's impatiently waiting for Bulma to get dressed and ready. Now, of course, being a classy and sophisticated young woman, she has to make sure she looks the part. She also tells him that having to wait on her is his own fault for getting up so early. Still taking her time, she asks Goku if he'd like some coffee while he waits. Promptly rejecting her offer, he instead decides he wants to go outside and do some exercise. Now with that being said, our hero scampers outside and starts grabbing large rocks and boulders, which he then proceeds to lift, break, and smash. Getting into a groove, he moves on to the next one he sees only to discover it's in fact a large turtle. Now jumping back surprised, Goku dropped his new acquaintance, completely under the impression that Bulma was taking so long she actually turned into one. Next, Bulma finally steps outside to see what all the fuss was about, and after a long double take, Goku confirms more so to himself that Bulma did not in fact turn into a turtle after all. Now Bulma, less and less surprised by Goku's ignorance, blows off his last comment completely and moves on to wonder why a sea turtle is this far from the ocean in the first place. Instead of getting her question answered, the first thing the turtle asked for was a bucket of salt water to drink and some seaweed if she had some. After reluctantly fulfilling the turtle's impromptu request, Bulma just stands there waiting for the explanation. After finishing his snack, the turtle states it would be easier if he just started from the beginning, by telling them, well, he's a turtle. Now, of course our heroes knew this, but they just waited for him to continue, and he finally did, stating he was gathering mushrooms, took a wrong turn, and got lost and been wandering around for the last year. Now here, Bulma is somewhat shocked and explains to the turtle he's going in exactly the wrong direction, and has been for a long time. Pulling out a map and making a quick check, she confirms that he's about 120 kilometers north of the beach he's looking for. Here the turtle is in some legitimate distress, and of course Goku, being the ever-helpful young man, offered to take the turtle back to the sea. Now Bulma of course objects to this whole idea, reminding him that she's only got about 30 days left before she has to go back to school, claiming it's not their responsibility to take the turtle back to where he needs to go. Seeing her objection more as an ultimatum, Goku says he'll just take the turtle back himself. Goku's last statement leaves Bulma fully triggered, and she tells him to go ahead and take the turtle, and that he's never welcome back again. To even further fire her fuse, he doesn't even acknowledge her in the least. Goku simply puts the large turtle on his back and starts jogging to the south where Bulma said the beach was. With her bodyguard and newfound friend nearly out of sight, she simply declares good riddance to him. Standing by herself in a strange place and after calming down, Bulma starts to think everything over quickly and realized Goku still has the Dragon Ball, and if she never sees him again, well, there goes her wish. And with that last thought, Bulma jumps on her bike, not even taking the time to change her clothes, and speeds off to catch up with her frustratingly odd friend. Once finally catching up with Goku and the turtle, Goku stated he thought she never wanted to see him again. And it goes without saying that Bulma deflected by saying she was too noble to hold grudges for long. Still a little irritated, she couldn't help but add that all he is to her at this point is a Dragon Ball that she needs to fulfill her wish. Next we'll transition a short time later to what will be our next dose of action. Unknown to our adventuring heroes, they're being watched by quite a large bear bandit. Coming around the bend, they're halted by this bandit wearing armor and brandishing a large sword. And with a menacing chuckle, he asks how our hero's new sea turtle was his favorite dish. Clearly intimidated and scared, Bulma urges Goku to give up the turtle after the bandit says he might let him go afterwards. Now here, Goku basically tells him off, in no way intending to hand over the turtle for safe passage. The bandit declares Goku is done for, as he starts to wind up a swing as our friend urges the turtle to get off his back so he can fight the bandit easier. Just as the bandit's sword comes crashing down, Goku jumps up and away, landing behind the bandit. At this point, Bulma was already back on her bike and urging Goku to join her, but of course he wasn't going to run. Recognizing Goku to be faster than he thought, the bandit proceeds to repeatedly swing at Goku with no luck at all connecting. Our young hero is flat out toying with the bandit, and at this point to such a degree, after one swing, Goku was agile enough to land on top of the bandit's weapon mid-swing just to mock him. Finally, Goku decided to go on the offense and end this squabble. He promptly jumped down onto the bandit's snout to perform his own special attack, quaintly called Rock, Scissors, Paper, and squarely connects with his adversary right between the eyes, felling the beast with a single strike. Goku lets out a chuckle, letting everybody know the danger is taken care of. Both the turtle and Bulma are still in shock after Goku's display of fighting prowess and strength. Changing the subject, Goku walks up to the turtle and asks if he really does taste as good as the bandit said. Horrified, the turtle declares that he's not, and turtles are actually pretty nasty and foul. Our young hero takes his new friend's word for it and picks him back up to get back on their way towards the beach. A good while later, they finally arrive. Here, Goku is amazed at how wide the river looks, and that it must be pretty roomy for the turtle out there. Now, as a matter of fact, the turtle is overjoyed to be back at the water's edge, and he repeatedly thanks Goku for his extreme generosity in helping him get back to where he needs to go. He continues by saying a good deed like this cannot go without reward, so the turtle kindly asks his new friends to wait by the water's edge while he goes and gets it. Once the turtle swims away, Bulma complains out loud to herself that if she knew she was coming to the beach, she would have brought a bathing suit. Right about the same time, Goku got thirsty enough and soon realized the ocean was much saltier than he could have imagined. Now, in regards to a time lapse, the manga does not exactly disclose how long our friends wait. It just simply implies that they've been waiting a while, and they finally see something coming towards them. Now, eventually Goku is able to make out and can confirm the turtle is coming back. Not only that, but he has a passenger. And sure enough, once the turtle got back to dry land, an old man hopped off and greeted them as the turtle apologized for taking so long. Our young friends simply stared somewhat puzzled if this old man was the prize they were promised. But little do they know, this old man was more than he appears. And with that, we have reached the end of Chapter 3 of the Dragon Ball manga. If you're new here and enjoyed the video, please don't forget to drop a like and hit that sweet subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my goal to bring you at least one chapter a week going forward. Also, please feel free to comment down below on how you discovered Dragon Ball and what kind of content you'd like to see going forward on the channel. As always, this is Metagetics thanking you for your time and hope to see you again.